Oh, I am. I'm just talking about how the fire trucks can't get in. Like, what, like, seriously, what would happen if there was a fire? Like, mid block? Like, how come I care more about that than the people here or the fire department? Huh? I think the fire department should care a little bit more. I'm disappointed, huh?
They probably do.
You think? I don't think so. I think they would make you open it up. Unless they, I don't know, are they getting kickbacks? I mean, they just could, hey, guys. I mean, it could be, right?
No, you know more than I do.
I don't know. I think you'd probably know more. Do they gossip? Like, do the Scientologists, do they ever gossip? Like, give the buzz? I know, but do they ever, like, buzz and then they see you coming and shh, 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 like that, and hush, because, like, you're there?
Probably, yeah. They probably don't want to talk to
Okay. So, what's his name's not on tonight? Your partner, Burke? Had a nice 2 hour conversation with him yesterday, or like an hour. But the radio's too loud. It's going to interfere with my sound.
Hey,
Unless you want to go on the other side or something.
hey, hey. Who are you talking about?
Oh, he's not your partner? Burke, the other guy from last night. Yeah, he was like trying to keep me over here for a nice conversation. But today I got to go check out in there.
Well,
Okay, I'm going to do that. Is it true that like half those houses are abandoned across the street? Because then maybe that's why, because he's saying that that's maybe why they don't have to worry about the fire department.
well, if it's the guy that works for the same company I do, he doesn't know a fucking thing.
Yeah, yeah, that it sounds like him. That sounds like him. He didn't know a thing. He was so clueless. I mean, sorry, Burke, but you were. He was saying basically, well, basically, child abuse is justified because in certain countries they have like 12-year-old brides, and I'm like, I was trying to get like wrap my mind around it where he's coming from. Is like that was bonkers,
I don't get why you had that conversation.
right? I know that. Isn't that crazy? It was completely insane. So I mean, you've always been cool, and instead of I mean, even though you trespass me.
Just do what my bosses tell me to.
Did they tell you to do it?
Yeah.
What did they say? Like on the radio? What did they say? Like, what was the conversation?
They asked me to go and tell you do not trespass. You got to do what I said to you.
Okay, so they were like, who gave the orders? Was it Odo?
No, there was not
It was it Ken? Don't say Ken, because that will break my heart if it was Ken.
you don't know. I
Because
don't know.
Ken's like my bestie now.
Oh, you probably know it's in command.
But how do you know who's in command?
No.
Like, so it's like someone like over like just a microphone, and it could be anywhere. It's got to be Osa, obviously.
What?
Osa.
Oh, so,
You see, he said he doesn't know who Osa is either. They're like the CIA of Scientology. They're like the scary dudes. Yeah, they're the top command.
yeah,
Hey guys. Yeah, I mean, like, so what? What came on the radio and said, "Go tell her to trespass her" or something.
yeah. You were in the way of it was the container. You were in the way of if somebody came in and out of the.
Oh, I would have gotten out of the way. Was that there any concern?
Well, I came over and asked you to move, and
And I did.
you did.
And I won't go back because I'm not about to get arrested for something like that. What happened to the rubble container though? That went like they're done digging the tunnels or whatever, huh?
We're not digging tunnels.
I mean, not tunnel like shoring up. The guy said that they're shoring up walls underneath. He said it to Aja,
What guy?
the worker. He said they're down there, like shoring up the walls underneath the ground.
As I said before, you know more than I do.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are tunnels. That's an absolute fact. Because a lot of the people that grew up here, like, there's tunnels. Because any hospital systems, this used to be a hospital, they always have tunnels. Whether or not they're working now, but, I mean,
My nephew's high school, or my middle school had tunnels.
yeah, I mean, most of LA has tunnels, to be honest.
It wasn't in LA.
No, but I mean, just most of LA has a lot of tunnel systems. So for them to say there's no tunnels, they're lying because there's absolutely tunnels, whether or not they're using them. But how come there's no? Do you remember? Were you here when
When
when the vans would come like every 2 seconds? Now you don't see any.
4th of July was my first day here.
Oh, so you didn't? So was that already like shut down where you didn't? Because it used to be. I'm telling you, every 2 minutes, I see, or maybe five. I mean, I might be exaggerating, but maybe it's every 10 minutes, whatever. It was a constant. They're silver vans. They look like pedo vans, but silver.
I don't know what range you're on.
Really, like they pick them up. They were constantly going from that building to that first parking lot.
Has everybody doing this since
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it could have been since then. But, I mean, no one told you about why they're doing
I wouldn't
construction?
lie to you.
Oh, I'm not saying you are. Yeah, I'm not
I'm
accusing
saying
you.
I've been here since 4th of July, and they had no.
I mean, it could be, like I'm saying, it could be since like this 4th of
So you
July
mean
time
before
that
the
they stopped.
before
Yeah,
the
yeah.
before?
Because it stopped, like, I
You
think
made
when
it
they.
sound you made it sound like since the 4th of July. It's
Oh, no,
just
no, no. I
before,
wasn't sure.
previous,
Yeah, it could be before. Yeah,
previous.
yeah. Like if you're here the 4th of July, yeah, it obviously, it could be from May and June for sure. But, but what did they say about why they're doing the, um, like, what's their excuse for the cement?
That's all above my pay grade. I don't ask questions.
I mean, that's probably a safe way to stay employed. But no gossip. Like there's no one. Like they don't really talk. Like they, I guess not, because we're all outsiders, so they probably wouldn't gossip around even the guards.
I'm not into gossip.
I know, but sometimes you just hear what you hear. Like curiosity, like
Killed the cat.
yeah. But satisfaction brought him back, right? So do you know all that? Do you know Jennifer? Like what's her name? Not what's her name? The legal person. I've seen her here a few times. Is she nice?
Oh,
I imagine she's not.
don't know.
Who's your favorite of their guards?
I like all.
Who's your fave? If you had to pick a favorite.
I don't have to.
I know you don't have, but say if you did. Like, say if they made you and your life depended on picking a fave.
I guess kill me. I don't have a favorite.
Oh, dang. Really? You would give up your life to not pick a favorite? I tell you, my favorite's Ken, because you know what? He cared enough about me because he didn't want me. He's like really stern and salty, but he didn't want me to get hit by a car, so he made sure like that, that I was safe and had me on the curb, so um, I didn't get hit by a car. So I'll never forget Ken for that, because that was really sweet. So he's my favorite. But I like Odo because Odo seems like cool because I don't know if you ever seen the video, but he like skateboards. And I want to race him. Like I want to ask him if like challenge him to a race, but I don't know if he'd be willing.
I know a couple of professional skateboarders, so I Odo skateboard doesn't mean too much.
I know, but I want to race him. You think you would if you?
Probably not.
But why can't he just relax for 5 minutes? Like I'm not gonna like be nasty or mean. I just want to. Like it'd be fun to just go like let loose down the street. Why not? Do you think he'll let me ask him? Is he around? Hi.
He was earlier. I haven't seen him.
What about Jason? I haven't seen Jason in a while. Has he been around? I miss him.
Since I've been here, I've talked to him.
But he hasn't been around lately. You think they reassigned him somewhere else?
I'm saying, since I've been here 4th of July, I've talked to him.
Wow. And only seen him once? Like only seen him once or talked to him once? Because that could be two different things both.
Very good. I've met him.
Met him once. That's fair. Okay. Because yeah, I met him. I think at least once or twice. But yeah, because he would always be like that was back when they had the cops hoodwinked and convinced that nobody could go through here. Because before you came, they used to have us like really hoodwinked, and they would have the cops enforcing their permits, but they didn't show I guess they didn't show the cops, and the cops didn't do their due diligence to check the second page, which says it's only for vehicles. And so now, they have to let us through. But he was the one that, you had to keep moving. Like, he was really salty. But I feel bad for him because I know his story. And it's like I don't hold it against him. Like, I mean, he's stuck here as being a Scientologist. Who wouldn't be salty? That'd be freaking, like, pulling my hair out. Have you ever got to meet David Miscavige? Or see him? You don't know who that is? You don't know who David Miscavige is?
No.
Are you serious?
There's a fucking heart attack.
For reals?
For reals. I don't know who it is.
He's the head of Scientology.
Okay. I'm not a Scientologist. Why do I give a crap about meeting someone?
But he's like pays your paycheck. He's your big boss.
It's not mine. I don't work for.
But they pay you.
They pay my company.
But yeah, but I mean, without that, you wouldn't be here.
No, I'd be working somewhere else. I work for about 15 different companies.
Oh, really? Interesting. Because yeah, he's the big boss. He's like the crazy one. He's the one that's like maniacally and crazy and insane. You know.
I can say that
Right.
about a few people.
Yeah, I'm sure we all could. but we don't run a $1 billion, entity that traffics humans and abuses people. Right, but that's all. It's fun. It's cool talking to you. But so people, so what they have a lot of people coming to the event or no? They're endless
More or less.
events, really.
Live music and everything.
How many like, how many more events do we have to endure before they open up the street?
I do not have a
Have a good night.
That's above my pay grade also.
Is it? He won't talk to me about auditing. Like I just want to know, like what like he's an auditor, obviously, because he's got his his bag with his equipment. You know what the e-meter is, right?
No.
You don't know what an e-meter is?
No.
Okay,
I don't know anything about this.
it's like this quirky like little machine, then like the little bobble like and you have to hold like two cans in your hand, and they ask you all kinds of really intimate questions from your life here and then all your previous lives, because like basically like if you get a bellyache, you did something to bring it in. Okay, so you had to go through all your lives and past lives to figure out what you did to bring all this stuff in.
They believe in past lives.
Oh yeah, they believe that it's endless, and you just endlessly recycle, and then and whatever you did in your past lives can hurt you now, and then they don't believe that children are children. They believe they're adult beings in small bodies, and they believe that they're just being recycled from their previous life, and they just need time to I guess power up, you know. But yeah, that's why they don't treat children like children. They treat them like adults. That's why you'd have like Sea Org, they used to have like even little kids in Sea Org. The Sea Org, the Sea Org.
No.
How do you not know you're here? Don't they like teach you anything about it?
I don't want to know anything about this place. I know the building that they can take, hey, go here, like AO. I know to go to AO. I know to go to Fountain, Sunset. And I walk in between the two.
Okay,
That's all I know.
interesting.
I know a couple of your guys' names because they don't say that suits here.
Who like? Oh, I want to know some of them. You haven't met Jennifer in legal yet?
No, I'm talking about you guys, like Tori and like that. Not
Oh.
these people.
Oh, okay. So, okay, cool. That's cool that you know Tori.
Huh?
She's old school. She used to be, back in the day, but she got free. Sometimes, we'd like to see everyone get free, but especially the children. I'm here for the kids. Like, I figure as an adult, if you want to be part of this, whatever, that's your choice, as long as you're not creating victims. But children can't consent, so that's what bugs me. That's the rub for me. But then this endless keeping this closed is really getting to me, too.
You live on the street?
Do I live on the street?
Yeah, I guess to me, I guess I don't understand why it gets to you.
Because it belongs to the public.
Okay? There's tons of other public streets.
Not like this, not brick lined and pretty, and they have that garden and stuff and the pretty houses with the flowers.
I wrecked a motorcycle back in Ohio on a brick road, so brick road means nothing to me.
Okay, well I like it. It's like it's not yellow brick, but that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be fun. Like I wish. Sorry, got my chat. I always forget I'm on with chat. Maybe chat. Did anyone ask questions? It's like my chat likes to chat with everybody too, because they have a lot of millions of questions. But
Well, I don't know anything about Scientology, so don't ask.
do we believe them, chat? Do we believe them? Oh, the dog is so cute.
I people swear, but you think I'm a liar now?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Have my name, my balls, and I'm breaking for anyone.
Yeah.
I have no reason to lie. I don't know who you are. Why would I lie to you?
No, I know. I'm just okay. All right, because I know they send you out here to keep me on this side. I know, but what's your boss say? What are they telling you on the radio? They said that.
I was told to come over and help you to get through here. That's why going up there.
They told you that? They're actually trying to help me get through? Wow, I'm impressed. Dang, man. Must be Ken, my buddy. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you. See this quiet thing, like this isn't one thing I don't believe. Like they're always like I mean, it's like 24 hours a day they're having, like they saying they're having religious services, but that seems like BS to me. I call BS on that one.
Well, have you ever been to a seminary or someplace like that?
Hey, Saul. Have I been to a what? A seminary?
Seminary or something like that? Where
Yeah.
they have religious services pretty much 24 hours a day?
No.
Okay. Well, that would be why you think that's BS then.
Well, yeah, no, I just think it's BS because they just don't want that. Those signs went up when the protesting came. No, what group's here tonight?
You were asking me questions that I don't really give a hoot about.
No, but you're protecting them, right? Oh, they got
Protecting
dogs.
You. Protecting you too.
Are you? You know
We're on the
what?
street, yeah.
That's true. But I want to see the dogs. Let's go see the dogs. Oh, how cute, huh?
Maybe you should do one of their classes, see what it's like, do a videotape.
What?
Maybe you should come to one of their classes.
They don't let me. They're not gonna let me in to take a class. So is that like someone's private dog or is it a dog event?
The extended family
Private dog.
fetching.
Exactly. It's not a religion. It's a cult
Private
for
dog.
sure. It's a what? Oh, private dog. Oh, your dog's so cute. Look at that. Look at the puppy. What did bike guy say? He's like,
They said that you want to
oh, take a class. Yeah, they're all telling me, no, don't tell. They're like,
No, I mean just to videotape it.
they're not going to let me videotape it. See, I want to find out. See, this does look like, oh, wait, I'm trying to see if these buildings are empty. There is a light on up top here.
Was that part
They
of the
do?
hospital too?
And all the buildings, because your guy yesterday said that they're all abandoned. But see, this is
I just
lights.
told you that to give you some excuse of why about the fire department.
That's what it sounded like to me. To be honest, to BH.
His name's Smokey Silver.
Oh. Is Ken around tonight?
I don't know who Ken is.
How do you not know who Ken is? Ken's my bestie. Okay, look, and here's some light. These look like lights on that people would be going in. Like, and look, there's lights up stuff. I think he was like fibbing. I think he's a fibber McGee.
I don't know who he is, so probably was.
Yeah, I think he's a fibber McGee, man.
Was it
He's a handsome young man, but like I think he's a
because if I'm
fibber.
here,
You give us the truth, right? Oh, is that it? So they just take one, and then the company sends one a day. Okay, that makes sense. But why, if they have their own security?
above my pay grade, and I don't care because
Or it's because we found that we got LAPD to stop coming. But
I work with LAPD. They're a bunch of jackasses.
oh, they are. I mean, no offense, but true. Hey, we can agree on that. What, they got like the red carpet for what? Is Davey coming?
I mean, you'll have to come earlier if you want to see.
Yeah, I saw. Can you check the records with street? Oh yeah, I'm going to Fibtology. Yeah, he's a Fibtology.
Fibtologist?
Yeah,
You're going to say the thing, get it right. Fibtologist.
a Fibtologist. That's right. See, I stand corrected. You know, Fib Tech. It's called Fib Tech.
That could be it also.
Yeah. Okay, here we got some more lights. I think we've been fibbed to. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
I've been here since 4th of July. There's people in all these houses.
Yeah, see, look. Yeah, this looks like definitely the light's been left on. Lights on. Lights on. And somebody asked me to check. She knows who she is and she's watching. But somebody asked me to check because like he was making it like nobody lives here. So you know what? So what if this person right here was having like this beautiful house had a fire because they can't cook right or they fell asleep and forgot to turn off the stove or something? You know what I mean? Like how is the fire department going to get down here?
Well, who who says they would come from this end anyways? They probably come from this side.
But there still has the cement blocks.
Fire department was through here the other day.
With a fire rig or an ambulance?
No, with one of the trucks.
One of the big trucks. I want to see a proof of that.
Ladder truck, but no, one of the big trucks, yes. My dad and grandfather were both lieutenants in the fire department.
Okay. I want to see how they would do that. I want to see that they really signed off on it. I don't think it's asking too much. Then if the fire department could say, yes, we signed up on it, it's not going to slow us down. Because remember, the golden hour, you only get a golden hour. Things burn down really quick. Yeah, see lights. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can wait. We can wait. No, just wait. No, just take your time. It's fine. We're good. I'll just stay here. Well, you missed the music, huh? What kind of event is this? Is it just tonight, or are you going to have other nights? Oh, I know. Yeah, the endless closing of the street. Yeah. Yeah. Do they pass out candy?
Do they?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just amazed that they see, but I want to know who's giving the orders to tell you to come get me, and see, this is definitely lived in.
It's really the fact that I was bored shitless.
You were bored? Why are you bored?
Sitting around doing nothing. So I come and talk to you.
Oh, okay. I mean, maybe I'm boring, no? Because I'm kind of like, what do you call it, broken record?
Just very confusing.
Who, me? How am I confusing? How am I confusing?
I would have better things to do with my life.
You would? Than rescuing children from Scientology and straightening out the crap of your city and all their nonsense?
Do you have proof of it? Or
Yes.
You do, so you've seen it.
No, I there's so many survivors, they tell the same story, and I believe them. Absolutely. And plus, this when you learn about what auditing is and ethics and all the abuse, it becomes very clear picture, very clear. But I'm not here for the grown-ups. You know what I mean? The grown-ups made their choices. I just don't want kids involved because kids can't consent.
About our southern border that brings all the kids from the other third world
And they're
countries.
going to snatch them up because that's what they do. Scientology, they actively go recruiting people from countries that need to get out of where they're at.
South border being open, that they just let all of the immigrants over.
Well, I mean,
The kids that are being trafficked there.
yes, I agree. Kids are being trafficked in so many places. But I'm only one. Even though as big as I am, I can only be at one place at one time. If I could send an arm over, I would do it. But right now, this is my battle because I know, I've come to know the people who've been through it personally, and they hide behind being a church. That just rubs me the wrong way. Like hiding behind saying you're a church when you're not. There's nothing church about it. It's all audit. It's all. Have you ever? Just be honest with me. I don't know if you've ever been to a church, synagogue, whatever. Have you ever seen a church where you have to pay for every single service or to go to Bible study? For us to go to Bible study, you have to pay for a price for it. To go to church service, you have to pay a price for it. To open up your Bible, you have to pay a price for it.
I did go to seminary.
You did?
And so I had to pay for a lot. So yeah.
No, but that's going to school. But but you've never been to church where you can't even there's nothing here that's free. It's all you have to pay for everything.
To a restaurant and paid out a card.
But is that my religion? I mean, yeah, I agree with you. It's a business. You're right. No, I've gone to restaurants and they charge me for everything I eat, a la carte, dim sum, whatever. But but that's not my religion. I'm not going there to worship God or to be whatever they doing, worshiping Xenu or or
I don't even know who they worship.
I don't think they worship. I think they worship the almighty dollar. That's what I think. Well, no, not the people who are in it because they're the ones going broke. They expect you to take out loans. If you can't, they want you to bug your family and friends to pay for your classes, take out loans and credit cards that you can't pay back, knowing that you can't pay it back. But it doesn't matter. They get their money. It's the evil empire. But like I said, adults choose it, but kids can't consent. So I'm here for the kids because kids should not be audited. They ask you questions of your entire past life and everything. Where's the buses go now to like pick up the people and take them to their little hotels?
I don't know what buses you're talking about.
There's the silver
I've never seen
vans.
one. I've not seen one.
Oh man, I gotta find it. I'm gonna get videotape. I'm gonna show you. Are you guys on a regular schedule? Oh, I gotta see chat. I'm sorry, chat. I get so in my zone and I get so focused. I forget that I'm even live. I was like, guys, I yeah. Oh, and you have to surrender your passport. You know what? Like, say if they do bring people in from different countries or anything, you have to surrender your passports and all your papers and documents, including kids. Like, I don't care about the adults, but if you're a child and you can't just leave. And did you ever hear of Serge Albalinsky? I'm saying Saul because Saul's in there. Serge Albalinsky. Do you know he was like, right here at this one? He was 14 years old, okay, and he was in the Sea Org, and he was playing with fireworks, and he blew off his hands and one of his eyes. And because they're not big on disabled people, they're like, well, you can't be part of Sea Org because. And so they told his family they gave him $500, sent him on his way on the streets of Hollywood. Told his parents because once you leave Sea Org, you have to be separate. Your family can't have anything to do with you if they're in Sea Org. And then the mom didn't listen, got him hooked up on Social Security at least, disability. But then she followed orders, went back, leaving her disabled son on the street with this. And then, well, I guess they got him an apartment, but he couldn't maintain anything because he was only 14, 15 years old at that point. And so he ended up homeless on these streets here in Hollywood. And the Aftermath Foundation, finally, they got him, and they're helping him with schooling and all these things. They got him new arms and, the prosthetics and stuff like that. But, yeah, that's what they do. I mean, like,
Kyle wants to be a bitch.
yeah, I mean, if you're disabled, they don't like you.
I'm not a huge Kyle person. Not in California because they go to crazy laws.
Yeah, it's illegal here, but no, but imagine being 14 and you can't have your family. But what are these parents like? Why would that parent choose
She's a scientist.
this over like her son? Like, would you come on? Like, that's insane.
I don't judge people. I don't know.
Well, I can judge like if you're being a good mom or not. Like, you can say don't judge them, but like, how do you let a church say, okay, here, no, your son has to go. He's garbage now that he's disabled. But if you got to stay here and you got to let him fend for himself, it's crazy.
I can't make a judgment without knowing the people.
Oh, I can. The fact that by results, I can judge on the results. I mean, I would say she's probably pretty brainwashed to pick this, craziness over. And I will concede that being brainwashed, you're likely to do a lot of crazy things. Maybe cluck like a chicken if they ask you to.
Or go around and live stream.
Yeah, well, I'm not part of a cult. I mean,
Well, I don't.
they haven't gotten me. They haven't nabbed me. They tried. I mean, they certainly did try really hard. Really hard.
A cult is what? A group of people that all act alike, right?
The what?
I said a cult is a group of people that all act alike, right?
Not necessarily, because you can have a group of swimmers and they all act alike. They all are swimmers, but it's not really a cult. It's a team. So there's a teams and then there's a cult. They're different. I'd say the cult is more like a power dynamic where you have somebody who's maniacal in charge, who controls everybody who's not in charge and convinces you that you can't survive without them. And if you try, that you will be, punished, lose something drastically. Where if you're on a swim team, it's like if you lose, the worst that's going to happen to you is like you don't get on the swim team next year,
I don't know. They were swim over in China or North Korea. I bet it would be different there. But if you don't mind, they could do mean things to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think it's a cult. But it's not like a power dynamic. I mean, yeah, there's a coach, and I'm not saying they don't get tough, but they don't sit there and say, well, if you have a family emergency or whatever, you have to abandon your children and stuff like that. It's very different. And I know you know this. You're just, we'll play it.
We're having an open dialogue.
Okay.
Right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, do you know about L. Ron Hubbard?
I know he's the founder. That's all I know.
Yeah.
This street's named after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the cult leader. You know,
Okay.
yeah, he died in the 80s. I think it was 86. I remember in New York when I was in college, they would, you know, or New York, you know, everywhere, they would have all the Dianetics books and just everywhere. It was like so big, and then he died. But they carried on through Davy Miscavige, who's to me even I don't know if he's more maniacal. Who's more maniacal? I think they all are.
Well,
He died while in hiding. Well, I know he was like you know. But so what do you believe? You were in seminary, right? So like what?
Seminary was Catholic,
Not necessarily.
right?
Oh, so which? Can you ask what denomination?
yeah, no, no, I'm a Jesus follower.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
Jesus freak.
Me, I am too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Jesus freak. My chat has questions.
Yes,
Do you have children?
I do.
You do? Okay. Have you watched Going Clear on Netflix?
No,
Can you?
I don't. What is it?
It explains
What about it? I
Scientology.
don't want to know anything fucking about it.
But if you're a Jesus
I don't
person,
want to. I don't. I
but
guess.
don't we want them to? Okay, if you're, I'm going to appeal to your wanting to. We are supposed to go teach people about Jesus.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I,
I'll bring
I,
Bible tracts.
I do it all the time.
Okay, well, even here
I've talked to Jesus people here.
you have.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what do they say? I'm curious.
They don't say anything negative.
Okay. Well, do you ever ask them? See, I ask them why they have like a cross when they're not Christian. Like it's not their real cross. I know they made it different. It looks more like I don't know, some kind of weird thing, but like, and then they celebrate. They act like they celebrate Christmas and Easter and stuff. Like it's kind of weird. It's like they hijack Christian stuff so people think that it's Christian friendly, but it's obviously not. Right? And I agree. Jesus says kids cannot consent. I hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Jesus would
I
want.
haven't seen anything where the kids have done anything wrong here.
No, well, because I mean, well, because you haven't been in on the auditing. It's the auditing. They're not going to let you in on those services, right? I mean, they're supposed religious services,
Well, because I'm not a Scientologist, so I'm not
R- right? But I mean, but even if you were, they because they're locked in a room, they can't leave. The auditor and the auditee cannot leave. And if you're an audited, and they do this to children, and they're asking about your, what crimes you committed, 2 lives ago, and how many
well,
sex partners you had, and you're 10 years
I
old.
can tell you that I didn't commit any crimes 3 lives ago because there's only one life.
Well, I agree with you, but they don't think so.
I guess I wouldn't be a very good Scientologist, then would I?
No, I would be a horrible one because they'd be blaming me for everything, like and then they would want me to go back, and but they shouldn't be asking kids questions about their previous life. So if they got a D in school, oh, we had to talk about your previous life, and what did you do? Did you murder somebody? Did you and like how would you even like I don't know, and you keep talking until the little meter thing like I guess moves or whatever, and then okay, we got you, you're getting clear for today. It's batty, but and I don't care. Like I said, if grown-ups want to do it, that's fine. Who cares? But but kids shouldn't be able to do it.
There's kids on the street that parents do drugs with them. I don't know.
But that's not organized. That's not an organized, tax exempt organization that is trying to convince the world that they're helping people.
I'm not the IRS. Don't give a shit about the IRS. And I don't think any of us should have to pay taxes.
Well, I'm with you there, but in the meantime, they get a free break and they get to buy up all the property, and you get to work hard and probably hard, struggle to make a mortgage payment on one building house where they get to have,
The lights on.
I don't think your lights, so but I hear they basically, they also infiltrated the government, and they got in big trouble. A bunch of people got in big trouble because it was the biggest, I think, government infiltration. That was Operation Snow White. they call it. And so they infiltrated the government, just like they infiltrate here on a local level. It's called safe pointing. So that's how they get in with all the police and the permit. They get in with all that. The fire department, because they get on all their boards and their councils and all that stuff. And then they're like, oh, look, we have Narcan. We're going to help you fight crime. And it's all bogus. It's all stuff that's like, but then the guy, so the police are going to be like, oh, yeah, you're such a big helper. Plus, they give money for their programs. So they donate a lot of money to the LAPD. So of course, they call LAPD. They're going to be here in 2 seconds. If I call LAPD, it's going to be 2 hours. I'm missing on chat. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
I don't think any police department responds very well.
Oh, they do if you're Scientology. Okay, yeah, that's a good question. I feel weird saying this on tape because, all right. How would you feel if your child was in one of these auditing things, with a grown man, and the grown man is asking him if he, what's a nice way of saying it?
Masterpiece.
Yeah, he said it.
One,
Oh, thank you, Minion.
I wouldn't be in one, so I don't know how to answer.
Okay, but maybe not your kid, but a kid. Like that's the rub. Like, why are these parents allowing it? Kids can't consent. A child should not be, because they got the parent believing that by having their kids locked in a room with an adult alone, no one else there to, except maybe the editing, parents aren't involved. Like you don't know. Like I wouldn't even, like my baby was so cute. I did. They said, oh, put her in for like maybe some modeling classes or whatever. The baby models. I wouldn't let them take my kid in a room for 2 seconds. And these people let them be locked up with some grown-up man asking about and they know that these questions are being asked because they're being asked these questions. The parents are being asked these questions. I know yeah, like I said it. I could see, like, if I do that, I'll have a sound clip of me saying that word. It was Goosey, so I thought maybe there was something going on. So, but he's good. He didn't know I was streaming. So anyway, where were we? So children can't consent. That's the bottom line. And as a Jesus freak, I don't want children being abused by a cult. At the end of the day, that's just what I believe. Like, I would love to help everyone get out, but they have to be, at some point you have to work against your brainwashing. Other people have, but that's on them. But children, they just should not be allowed. So, like, this should be like one of those. Wait, you're getting in. Bike guy. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, there's some problems. So am I keeping you? Do you want to stroll back and forth? Although I do have to get going. I don't want to miss it says, I don't know what the last train's at 11, or like if it gets in at midnight or I don't know. Because yesterday we got the last train. But that's your other buddy. See, he was like but you all are like the same little, like not willing. And I get it, I guess, because you guys get paid by them to say, yes, man, that is wrong. We don't want children, being audited. That's wrong.
I've not seen any children audited.
But if they were,
I don't know.
what if they were? What if I'm right?
You're asking me to make a hypothetical.
Yeah, because that's how life works. We talk hypothetically every day.
I don't.
No, you're all about the facts,
Yeah.
nothing but the facts, man.
Absolutely.
Okay, fair enough. But we could agree that child abuse is wrong if it's found.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if it was proven to you and you found and you came across it, like say you're going past and you heard them asking a child that in a locked room, like you would not be okay with that.
I would stop it.
See, there you go. Thank you.
That's a hypothetical.
Right. But you would, if you saw it, you would stop it. Okay. Well, there you go. See, that sounds more like a Jesus person coming out of you now. All right. I mean, I guess I don't know. So can you show me how the fire department got in with the big rig?
They drove it through those.
How?
I was at the other end of the fire. I don't know. I didn't see them. All I did was saw the fire truck in between.
I'm trying to figure out how that's possible.
I don't know.
You sure it wasn't just an ambulance?
Do you think I don't know the difference between an ambulance and a fire truck?
I mean, I think so, but you know, but
I did
maybe.
tell you- I did tell you that my grandfather and my dad were both firefighters
What city?
Yeah, you did.
in Ohio, not around here.
Okay, but I still don't. I don't see it. Was it a Matchbox fire truck?
Negative.
Negative. That's a negative.
But it wasn't Cleveland Fire, was it?
But we don't have to. He may not want to give personal information, which is fine. Yeah. When did the fire truck? Like when did it? Like how long ago is this? People want to know.
This week when I was working,
What day? Do you remember?
whatever day it was, I don't know exactly what day it was.
So I'd like to know what what rig it was.
Go for option.
No, a ladder truck. Yeah, but what if they need a ladder truck because it's like 4 stories?
You take that down to the south barricade.
Copy will do.
Is that Ken?
I don't know. I gotta go to the south barricades.
You have to do what?
Go to the south barricades, fountain.
What's that?
Fountain. This is Sunset.
Uh-huh.
Fountain.
The other
Okay.
end of it
That's
goes
the other
to
end.
street.
But I thought you said barricade. Oh, to the barricades.
Yeah, these are barricades.
Okay,
those are
yeah,
barricades.
they're mad at you for talking to me.
No,
Yeah,
they're scientists.
yeah, they're mad. I
That
bet.
smoke is still on.
Will you let me know next time if they're mad? All right. Have a good night.